It's the brother Kadash. I want to give out praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Kadash. I'm just going to get straight into it. Black man versus the white man. So I had a guy that I know. I ain't going to necessarily call him a friend, acquaintance, that's an Edomite. He's a white man. And he asked me he posed a question to me that, pretty much, who is your enemy? And I said, look, we could be friendly to each other and be enemies at the same time, because naturally we're enemies. We're enemies naturally because in order for your people, and I told them this ain't personal, this is in general. Your people in general, in order for y'all to be at the top, we must be at the bottom. And in order for us to be at the top, y'all must be at the bottom. So that makes us enemies naturally forever. There's never no equality, never no middle ground. That shit is not real and don't exist. We're enemies forever, right? Because let's just say all the so-called black men, using that term so you can relate to us. We're the Hebrew Israelites, so you can relate to what I'm saying. But, we're the Hebrew Israelites, right? We're the true Jews. But let's just say the so-called black men, we leave and we take all our people and we go to Africa. Well, and we get our own land and we build our own country. Well, they kind of show you in the movie Wakanda, the second one, that we still gonna end up going to war with America, because then we'll be the number one threat to America as a country. So even if we left, because that's what the white man like to ask, they like to say, well, why you guys just don't leave? Even if we leave, then we're going to be at war with America anyways, still. Because if we leave, who's going to be at the bottom to do the shit jobs in America? A lot of the inventions in America came from what you call so-called black people. Because even though we didn't get credit for them, but a lot of inventions, if you look at the origins, came from the so-called black people. We just never got credit for it because they took credit for it. If we leave, there is no more NBA. If we leave, there is no more baseball. There is no more football. There is no more music. There is no more entertainment movies if we leave. You need us for that. And those industries drive other industries. Those are big industries, bigger than what you may think, because, the music industry and the entertainment industry tells you what house is nice that you should aspire to get. What type of mansion. What location. What city is fun. What city is desirable to live in. What car is desirable to buy. What type of clothing are desirable to wear and own. Jewelry. Those entertainment industries, that's why they get paid so much. Because they dictate those things in the regular American life. If we leave, all that goes away. As a matter of fact, if we leave, the U.S. military is hundreds and hundreds of times weaker. Because what makes that military so strong? Well, those black men and those Latino men that's a part of that military. Just keep it real. You just got to keep it real. So, if we leave, right, America collapses. That's why they wouldn't let us leave, even if we wanted to. So, if we do leave, or try to leave, they will cause a war with us. And the reason because of that goes back to my original point, is that we're natural enemies forever. That's the way that the Lord set it up. That's the way that the Lord coded it. You always have an opposition. You always have an arch nemesis. Same thing with sports. Same thing with nature. If it's the lions, then they competition, they arch nemesis is the hyenas. That's how it works. Alligators or some shit. If it's a shark, they arch nemesis is a killer whale. I mean, it no matter what you do, there's always another side. And that's like the way that the Lord coded nature. And then when it comes to the humans, is really Jacob versus Esau. But you would know that as the so-called white man versus the so-called black man today. So we always going to be enemies. But people don't understand that America is only around and only able to be as great as it is because of the so-called black man. But in order for it to be great, the black man has to be at the bottom. So we're the number one threat. We're the number one enemy to Esau's, to the white man system. And it's always been that way, and it's never going to change. And that's why they have to focus so much on keeping us down. That's why they have to focus so much on having another people pretend to be us. You know, go over there, call themselves Jews, live in the land, and take our identity, right? Because if they didn't do that, the world will ask, right? The world will have to ask, what happened to the Israelites? What happened to the Jews? Where are they? People will wonder. And people will set out to find out who they are. So they said, look, we going to put these people over here and say that they are the Jews and give them the land. Because if they never did that, people would have been wondering. And then that's very dangerous for us to find out that we are the Hebrew Israelites. We are the true Jews. Because that gives us our identity. And then most importantly, it connects us back to our Lord. And then it connects us back to our Lord's law, statutes, and commandments. Which gives us power. Which gives us order. Which makes us a great nation. Greater than any other nation on the earth. And then when that happens, that means what? That means we go up. And that means what for them? That means they go down. And they just can't have that. And it makes sense. Because if you was on the other side, you wouldn't want that, right? But, you know, some of the things they did is irreversible. They can't take back some of those things. It says in Jeremiah 49, you know, roughly paraphrasing, that they wish not to drink of the cup. They think that they're going to escape that judgment. You know, now they could have just been under us and life would have been better for them. But they didn't want that. They want to be empowered, you know. They want power over the Lord too. But now they have to drink from that cup of vengeance coming from us because of what they already did. And it's too late to turn back. So with that, I'm going to say salvation to the election, Lord.